How we doing, guys? And it's finished Arsenal 2, Brighton 0, and temporarily we have moved back to the top of the Premier League. And I tell you something, that was a very, very dominating performance. And Brighton are very lucky that we didn't have our shooting boots on, because 2-0 flatters them. Let's be honest about it. It was complete and utter domination. They had a little spell in the final 5 minutes where you knew, whilst it was still 1-0, they were going to have a go. And they had one opportunity where you were kind of on the edge of your seat thinking, oh no, don't throw this away. But I tell you something, we created chance after chance after chance. And if we didn't get the 3 points for this game, we would have been kicking ourselves, because it was so dominant. There's not many teams that are going to do that to Brighton. There's not many teams that are going to play against them and dominate the ball in the way that we did and make them chase us around. That's how good we were today. In the first half, what was missing was that cutting edge. Clinical in front of goal. Few little half chances. Few moments where you're just thinking you're trying to do a little bit too much. You're trying to walk it into the net. It was very reminiscent to Aston Villa in some respects. And I was sitting there thinking, oh no, don't do this again. Please. Especially with Manchester City dropping 2 points at home against Crystal Palace yesterday. And it's not dismissing, the likes of Liverpool and Aston Villa, etc. It's just that everybody knows Man City are still that team that you're always watching. You're always looking at and thinking, oh no, here they come. They're right behind us. So when they drop points, you've got to be able to take advantage of that. And that is very, very simple, to be honest. And it's a home game as well. I've gone in my preview and spoke about our performances at the Emirates against Brighton and how poor they've been of late. But that was such a good performance. I've also said that it was probably the right time to play Brighton, given, the injuries they've had and the fact that they were playing on Thursday night. And it wasn't a dead rubber game. It was a game they had to go 100% at, against a very good Marseille side as well. So it was the right time to play them. And yeah, we've got the victory. And listen, Kai Havertz, he gets the second goal. What's the song? 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Na 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 na. I love it. He's finally started to find his feet. And his overall performances have been really good of late. And he's really getting stuck in. He's really working hard. And what he's adding to that now is goals. And that's the most important thing. And we're starting to see, signs of what Mikel Arteta said was there and what we knew was there before he even joined Chelsea. And listen, at the end of the day, we all said it. Maybe coming to a club like Arsenal, from a mid-table team, will actually change his fortunes. It's taken a little while, but we're slowly starting to see a very good version of Kai Havertz. So I'm happy, that's for sure. But yeah, listen, it's a big win. At the time of me recording this, Liverpool are about to play Manchester United. I'm not expecting anything from that game. I'm not expecting Manchester United to do anything, because I think they're a poor side. And I think that going to Anfield, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to get nothing out of that game. So I'm already focusing on it and going, right, Liverpool are going to win this game. And we go to Anfield next, and it's going to be the top two in the Premier League, first versus second. And that's what I'm looking at. And I'm thinking it's going to be a big, big game. There was one moment, briefly as well, whilst I remember, there was a moment in the game where William Saliba went in for a tackle in the second half, won the ball, and it went back to Raya. And then you see the Brighton player rolling round on the floor. And instantly, my heart sunk. How many people watching the game remember this moment and they instantly just thought, oh no, is it another one of those Romero incidents like what happened when he got sent off, where he wins the ball but then he follows through and he's going to get a red card? And I'm sitting there and instantly thinking, oh no, Saliba, Anfield, oh no, please, Lord, don't let this happen to us. And then when I watched the replay back, it was nothing. It was absolutely nothing. I was like, I was like, don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me. I can't not have Saliba at Anfield. No, 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 no. I suppose the only saving grace is we still haven't got Rob Holding, so we won't have to worry about him coming in. But, oh, mate. Listen, like I said, it's just a very big win. Because we've got that game coming at Anfield, because we lost last time out at Villa Park, you know, it's always important after a defeat to get back to winning ways, you know. And I know some people will look at the game in Champions League and say, you know, that was a game we didn't win. I know it was only a draw, but that's 2 games. This could be the 3rd game. I didn't really count Tuesday because of the whole context behind the game, the fact that we had already qualified and it was a dead rubber game. So I'm not really taking too much into that. But I felt today we did look the fresher side. We looked a million times better than Brighton. Listen, not even the most avid of Brighton fans could say they warranted anything out of that game at all. They didn't. They got played off the park from minute 1 to minute 96 or whatever it was. And we were the better side by a million miles. We fully deserved the 3 points. 2-0 is a decent looking scoreline for Brighton, because the reality is we could have won that 5 or 6-0 and there could not have been any argument from anybody to say that we didn't deserve it, because we did. We were the better side by a million miles. I don't think David Raya had anything to do. I thought William Saliba and Gabriel were immense, the way they pressed, the way that they snuffed everything out with Ferguson. I thought Declan Rice was absolutely insane. If he would have scored that goal in the second half when he picked it out wide and made that driving run, my word, what a goal that would have been. But he was immense. Saka looked a lot more dangerous. Odegaard was involved with everything. I would just say with Odegaard, the one thing is trying that a little bit extra all the time instead of maybe just releasing the shot and scoring a goal. Tries to get that little bit more. Martinelli was dangerous, was causing all kinds of problems, especially in the second half. Jesus does what he does. Scored the first goal as well. Brilliant set piece, unmarked at the back post. And yeah, listen, it was one of those. We've got the victory. We've got the 3 points. We go temporarily top of the league, like I said. We're going to have to keep an eye on what's happening at Anfield. And yeah, listen, if Manchester United were able to get something out of that, then my word, that would be an absolute bonus. I don't think any of us expected Crystal Palace to get anything, you know, from the Etihad, especially when Man City went 2-0 up. I'd already seen that and gone, nah, game done, another 3 points, move on, concentrate on tomorrow. And then it was a few hours later, I actually looked at the results and I was like, what on earth happened there? But yeah, who knows? You never know. Football's a strange game, innit? You never know. You can never say never. But for this, I'm 99% certain that Manchester United are getting nothing out of that game at Anfield. So, yeah, listen, we got the 3 points. We move on. Brilliant performance all round. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you agree or disagree? If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.